right here. Blam! Good to see you guys today on BHT. Happy Friday, by the way. I'm excited. Just released my new butters, 20, what are they? 20 ounce. They're not 20 ounce, they're 4 ounces. But I do want to say this. Maybe I should wait till I get a few people on the chat first before I say this. We've got one on the chat already. Good to see you today. Let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from. Wow. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. BHT Grooming, blank slate, 2 ounce, unscented. Barcode right there if you want to go to my website. Handcrafted here in Kansas. That's what it looks like. Bam. I can ship to UK. Yep. I sure can. You just go online and put your address in, and it'll give me the address, and I'll ship it. So this is my new butter, guys. I just released. Pretty excited about it. In the 4 ounce. Unscented on this one, obviously. This is the blank slate. Here's my website if you want to take a screenshot of that barcode right there. Leads look sharp, lead strong, unscented. Got all the information. How to use it. For all you guys out there that don't know how to use beard butter, amazing. It's amazing stuff. New scent just released. This one is Blue Suede Ember. Again, just a fantastic scent. How many out there are fragrance people? Let me know in the chat. Are you a fragrance guy? I know most of you guys like fragrances, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm saying, are you a fragrance person? Meaning, I absolutely love bearded products. Well, maybe you don't even know about bearded products. Maybe you just say, I just love fragrances. I've always, myself, always been a fragrance person. I've always had fragrances around. I've done fragrance reviews. I'm always checking out different fragrances. This one is actually Rourke's Cove by Fulton and Rourke, if you've ever heard of them. They are a niche company that makes a lot of like solid colognes, what is it? Straight day parfums, all that stuff. Great stuff, many different scents. They capture their scents from different things in life, different places. I'm a big fragrance guy. I love fragrances. I'm always looking for fantastic scents. One thing you can always bank on, I will never stink. I'm always packing some really good stuff, good fragrances. When I walk around people ask me, what are you wearing? And if they don't want to ask me, it's probably because it's kind of awkward. You know what I mean? Be honest with you. How many guys want to go up to another dude and say, hey, you smell good. What are you wearing? Honestly, we don't. I mean, it would be kind of weird. I'm not going to lie, but that's why you come here. You want to know what the good stuff is. Come to this channel, and you don't got to go up to a guy and ask him. You just sit back, listen to me tell you what is good, what's not, what's worth your money, what's just going to absolutely blow your money and take it, and it's just not going to perform. I get so tired of underperforming fragrances. Do you? My wife says she went to high school with you. Do you know a Jenna Coles? She wants to know if you're. So, I don't think so. Where's what state is she from? I mean, are you sure she went to high school with me? Maybe somebody looks like me. Kwasi Boating 1609, good to see you. Giving a shout out to you today. Big Body Roddy 69, good to have you today on Beards, Heads, and Threads. Now, let me know in the chat, is this the first time stopping by Beards, Heads, and Threads? Just curious, are you new here today? Because if you are, I want to give you a special warm welcome today because maybe you have finally discovered your one-stop men's grooming destination. Now, before you like jump up in arms and say, wait a second, you are not the one stop. All right. Um, okay. So maybe you are not, you might be thinking in your head, you are not one stop shop. That's true. I'm not. There are several different grooming companies out there, several different channels you can go to. But here's the thing, if you want something real and authentic and honest, that's what makes mine different. Also, if you're into shaved heads, boom, gotcha. Done several reviews on electric head shavers, shaving in general when it comes to your head. Obviously, I don't shave my face. And if you're looking to grow a massive, amazing looking beard, not just a regular beard, but a beard that actually commands attention. I'm telling you, a beard that will just grow confidence in you and will actually help with your self esteem. Now, this is going to sound probably weird when I say this, but I'm going to say this, all right? Having a beard, almost like, and by the way, Isaiah, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for that. Growing a beard will actually bring on some different things in your life. I was at a deal last night and I met a kid that I kind of knew of, but he didn't know of me. And I invited him to a group meeting. He shows up. He's like, I didn't know who you were when you texted me. I didn't know the name. He goes, I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll go to it. He comes and he sees me and he goes, oh man, he goes, honestly, I didn't think you were a very nice guy. And I'm thinking, really? What gave that away? What made you think that? And he goes, I don't know. You just look like a mean person. Like you, and I thought, got me thinking, honestly, do I really look like a mean person? I mean, when I take my hat off, hold on, hold on. Do I look like a mean person to you? Seriously, hold on. Do I look like a mean person to you? No, but seriously, apparently, I look like a mean person. Substitute sometimes at school, went to school, walked in the door. It's kind of a funny story. Actually, I told this last night, but walked into the door of the schoolroom and I probably shouldn't say this, but my wife, she was kind of like helping as a para before and heard the guy say, oh, we're having a substitute tomorrow. We're having a substitute because he's got a license. So honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I was kind of irritated, kind of preconceived notion in my mind, like this guy, he's probably, he's got a man bun on the back of his head and, he's probably leaning a little effeminate. I didn't know what to expect. I'm just giving you the honest, raw truth here. So I show up, I already have this front. And I go to, and I'm telling my wife as she's, meet me at the door because she's on lunch at the school where she's helping out. I go, I'm going to go tell that guy, I'm going to go talk to him. I said, I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. Now, hear me. I was just kidding in my mind with my wife. I was just giving her a hard time. But she didn't know I was being serious or if I was being serious or not. She thought I was being serious. I get to the room, open up the door, and I'm like, I walk in the door, and he goes, I kid you not. This is funny. He's like standing there like this, and he looks over at me and he goes, oh, not what I expected. I don't know what he expected, honestly. But I walked in the door, and that's exactly the response that I got, which was pretty comical, actually. And so he leaves, and one of the kids raises their hand to the student teacher that was in there and says, I don't remember her name, but I'm just going to put a name out there, Mrs. Johnson. And the lady goes, yes. And the little kid goes, Mr. Chad is scary. And she goes, he is a little intimidating. And I'm thinking, do I really look intimidating? I get this all the time. I have a friend that's a youth pastor at church. He says, with your bald head and your beard, you come across intimidating. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess if you meet me, you know that I'm not really intimidating. But I guess when you see me, you might think that I'm intimidating. But, I'm really not. Just an honest, raw guy. And we've got some pumpkin pie in the house. Everybody likes pumpkin pie with the whipped cream on top. Good job. Thank you so much, Isaiah. Appreciate that. That's my nephew on here. Great guy and loves the Chiefs. It's hard to not like a nephew, and it's hard not to like a Chiefs fan, right? So, yeah, he's on here helping me out today. Appreciate that, buddy. Thumbs up. Does this give a thumbs up when I do this? No, I guess it's just StreamYard that does that. Anyways, wanted to say if you are on here, if you are a bearded guy, and it's only right now during this stream. When I get off, it's going to be over. But during this stream, if you want any of my own beard oils that I've made, this is Old Saddle. If you like that rum, I like smoky, boozy, leathery scent. I've got this one, Midnight Current. If you like, check this out. If you like, what is it? Giorgio Armani, Giorgio Armani. Is it Giorgio Armani or Emporio Armani? I think it's Giorgio Armani, Armani Code. I don't know. It's Armani Code Profumo. That's what it smells like. If you like that, you're going to love this. Amazing cologne scent. It is a banger. All right. These are going to be good for your beard. They're going to actually help you grow a great, healthy beard, but you're going to smell like a boss. All you guys out there that love Acquadigio Profumo, that's discontinued, about $300+ now to find it. This is what that one is going to smell like. Clean, aromatic, and mineral. This one is a top choice for many people. It's got the aquatics in it. It's got the spice in it, so it will carry on into the fall and winter time, not just the spring and summer. Moving on to, I don't want to talk about that one yet, but I do want to talk about this one. This one is a hot seller. I'm telling you, hot seller. Amber Trail. And you'll know what I mean if you've bought it before. Amber Trail. It's got that tobacco. It's got amber in it, and it's got some woods in it. Just a nice, clean, woodsy, manly, masculine scent. You're going to love this one. I'm telling you, the scents last forever. The next one, and I already talked about that one. I must have had two of them here. Midnight Current. Let's see here. Rustic Timber. How can you not? That's the old label. Let me give you the new label. Got too many oils here sitting here. Too many oils. Let's see here. There's the rust. Where's the Rustic Timber at? It's over here. There it is. All right. New Rustic Timber label. Obviously, you can tell the difference between the old Rustic Timber label. Tell me, guys, what do you think? Which label do you like better? The matte or the gloss? I personally, myself, like the gloss better. Let me know in the comments. Gloss, matte. Anyways, this is my new ones. Gloss. I love the gloss look to them. They withstand a lot of stuff, oils and water and all that stuff. So this one's Rustic Timber. This one's going to be like woodsy, some guaiac wood in it. It's going to have a lot of stuff, vetiver in it, but it's real like piney, if you will, smoky and forest vibes, real woody. Just a perfect scent for like the holidays. And let's see here. What else we got here? What else we got? Obviously, for all you guys out there that are, that you're not really into scents, and maybe you do want a scent, but you don't want to clash with another fragrance, you can always go with Blank Slate. That is my unscented. And last but not least is going to be my Blue Suede Ember. And this is like the newest one that I have available. And this one's going to smell like Bond Number 9, Bleecker Street. So if you like Bleecker Street, you're going to love this one. I'm telling you. Gotta love it when you get a phone call. Gotta love it when you get a phone call. So this one is going to be like Bleecker Street. Woodsy, warm, and sweet. So all of those oils right now, and just so you know, I also have some limited edition for the fall time right here. Apple Ember, if you are into like apples and smokiness. This one's going to have some cinnamon, Macintosh apples, amberwood, soft cedar smoke, and vanilla cream. And I only have a couple more of these. These are very, very limited edition. Only a few were made. I say this all the time. Once these sell out, they're done. They're gone. And if you don't have one, then you just don't get one. All right. Guaiac wood, oud, and cedar. And this one is a very clean, masculine scent of oud. Very, very appealing. People will compliment you on this one. There's no doubt about it. I did forget to mention my oud essence as well that I have in the regular main line. And this one's going to be like warm, resinous, let me say it again, and smooth. Fantastic. These scents, again, will last you. They've got legs, they'll last you all day long. And then I have this other limited drop right here, Cocoa Reserve, if you like the brownies. If you like to smell brownies, it's kind of funny. I have a friend that bought this and his wife confiscated it from him and she wears it in her hair. So there are ladies that wear oils in their hair. All right. It helps with their scalp. It makes their hair look more vibrant. So I also do have samples. If you don't know which ones you want, you can always do a sample. Okay. Samples will also be 20% off and it's with the code FIRE20. FIRE20 at checkout. If you type that in, FIRE20 during this stream, you'll get 20% off any. So if you want to go with all 8 different mainline scents, if you want to go with all 12 scents in general, like you want to pick up the limited edition ones, the seasonal drops, or maybe you want to um, do, the main lines, that is all 20% off just during the stream with the code FIRE20. Now, with that being said, I do have my butter still, and these are labels that I had, and I actually will not, I probably will not send you these with the labels like this. I'll probably just redo the label because I don't like these labels, and appearance and quality means a lot to me, and I just don't like the quality of these. These are my old labels, what I started out with, gloss. Then I went to matte, and I don't like these. So again, if you purchase any of these, you can go to the website. By the way, the website is in the description. It is bhtgrooming.com. BHT, like beards, heads, and threads. bhtgrooming.com. If you go to the website, there is a new tab there on top, and it says clearance. And these will be in there. These are phasing out. These are 2 ounces. I brought the new 4 ounces in. The 2 ounces are going to be on sale right now. If you buy 1, you get 25% off. If you buy 2 and you put it in the cart, it automatically gives you a 30% discount overall. And then if you buy 3 of these, like if you stack these all 3 in the cart, you get 40% off. So you're saving a lot of money, almost half off of these. I'm trying to get these moved out. Eventually they will go down to actual clearance at some point, but I'm not sure if they're going to make it because, people buy my butters all the time. These are fantastic, and these are, again, on sale, moving out. With that being said, I do have the new butters that are available on the website now. You can find it under the beard butter tab on top. Got every scent available. Even the new blue suede ember, and this one's going to be a consistency between beard octane and Artius Man. So somewhere in between, somewhere in there, you're going to get Artius Man and some beard octanes somewhere mixed in there. Okay. I like those butters a lot. They do well for me. And so that's kind of what I've gotten by playing around with this. Again, this one is the unscented right here that I enjoy using on different oils because I don't have to switch the scent. But if you want to prolong a scent too, you can get a matching beard butter, matching with the oil, and it will last a lot longer as far as the scent duration. So also want to say this. I do have this for all you bald guys out there. If you are a bald head guy out there, let me know in the chat. Say, I'm a bald guy. Just say that. But I do have every scent. This is the rustic timber, like the piney, woody, quake wood, all that good stuff. Fresh, green, woody, resinous. Now, all of my pre-shave oils are in a blue, cobalt blue pump top. And that is my bald bearded look. And I love this pump top. I love this pre-shave oil. It's going to have a carrier oil of jojoba in it, sweet almond oil, castor oil, olive oil, and essential and fragrance oils. This one is more driven with castor, so there is a bigger volume of castor in this one as opposed to my normal beard oil blend. So if you want a good pre-shave oil, these are only 15 bucks. So I don't even know if you can even get a pre-shave oil at Walmart or any box store that I can think of. I mean, I know they sell beard oils, but I don't know if they actually sell pre-shave oil. Maybe they have shave oils, but they're probably not going to be less than 15 bucks. Probably around 15 bucks. I'm telling you, they're going up. Everything's going up, and I'm trying to keep my prices low. And that's why these new beard butters are going for 25 bucks for a 4 ounce. So that is going to be like, what is it, $12.50 for a 2 ounce times two. I was selling the 2 ounces for $21 and they were selling like crazy. But now for 25 bucks, you get a whole 4 ounce container. So it makes sense logically to buy the 4 ounce because you're getting a lot more bang for your buck. And I understand that. I get that. I wasn't there yet to make the 4 ounces, but now I have. I've been in this since June. BHT Grooming is a smaller company that's new. But you know, if you follow this channel, the owner behind it, it's me. I do this channel. I've been doing this for 4 years now, and you guys should know me. I mean, I answer all your questions. You know, a lot of you guys have my phone number where you text me. I'm very down to earth, very honest, you know, and just straight up, you know, I'll tell you if something's worth it or not. I'll give you my opinion. I tell you guys, it's about beard care stuff, beard care essentials, how to do this, how to do that, what I've learned for this, you know, all my mistakes and all my successes and this, and that, you know, and it comes to all kinds of things, clothing reviews, you know, things that guys like, you know, and I'm not just trying to be, oh, I'm all about guys and I don't want women to be a part of this. There's women that come on my channel all the time because I used to have a channel that was about Manjaro and I'm a type 2 diabetic and that's what I did. I did actual shows on my channel. It was called GLP-1. It was actually called Writing the Peptides. I had to look on the wall because I couldn't remember. Writing the Peptides. And it's a peptide. If you're diabetic, you should check into Manjaro. If you're overweight, obesity, you should definitely check into Zepbound, which is the same thing but different name. So I'm not going to get really technical into, you know, these compounds and peptides and stuff, but I've evolved into a men's grooming company. All right. Talk about head shaving, talk about beard care, talk about smelling good, looking good, feeling good. And so if this is what you are into, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'd love to have you here. Drop a comment. I would love to know who is joining into the chat today. And, you know, by the way, I do want to say this. I do a lot of giveaways. I've got a big giveaway coming up at 8,000 subscribers. So I'm about a little under 400 away from doing a big giveaway. And then another 500 from that. When I get to 8,500, I'm going to do another big giveaway. And when I get to 9,000, another big giveaway. So three big old giveaways that I'm doing on this channel as I continue to hit milestones. So just a few hundred away from a big giveaway. And what I'm going to be doing when I hit, I'm going to say when I hit 7,700, which is less than 100, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to start pushing it for the first giveaway. And so if you're a head shaver guy out there, I'm going to give you a free head shaver. I'm going to ship it to you. And it's going to be on me. I'll tell you, I know head shavers. I do them all the time, reviews. So if you want to be included in these giveaways, you have to be subscribed to this channel. All right. And so you can follow, make sure you hit the notification bell. So when I do lives, you can go follow everything I'm saying, catching up. On the next giveaway, I will do either another head shaver or I'll do a Brio Beardscape trimmer version 2, which is about a $115 trimmer. I talk about it all the time. One of the best beard trimmers on the planet. If you are a bearded guy, now I don't trim my beard, shave it off or anything like that. I'm letting it grow. And by the way, this is a great time if you have not considered doing this. No Shave November. It's a great time to start growing a beard. Isaiah, if you want to grow a beard, this is a perfect time to start growing a beard because by the time you hit 18, you will have a little bit of beard. No, I'm kidding, buddy. But this is a great time to grow a beard. Everybody's letting their beards grow out because of No Shave November. It's going to be cold. You know, we've got a few months until springtime. So get some facial hair. Let it, you know, keep your face warm. Use some great products. Let me bless you with some amazing products that I have made myself here in the studio that will make a big difference when it comes to your appearance, the health of your beard, the way it feels, the way it smells, where people look at you and want your beard. Okay? I mean it, literally. I can coach you and help you get to the point where people want your beard. And I don't care how patchy your beard is, I really don't care. There are guys that are on GQ magazines that have patchy faces where their beards are like just a disaster, but they've let it grow and they've used the right stuff. And you know what happens? It covers a lot of problems when it comes to patchy stuff. So, 30 Spray J, what's happening, bro? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you've received your products and you enjoy it. But yeah, super awesome stuff. By the way, since I got Jay in here, I want to say this. I got some good news, bro. Good news. I am going to start working. All right, you ready for this? This next week on fragrances. Yep. I'm going to be working on fragrances and I'm going to be working on body wash. So I'm telling you, I'm slowly moving, but it's going. I've been in business since June. So what is that? 5 months. So 5 months, I'm up to about 8 mainline scents now, more coming. I'm telling you, I'm going to be bringing in a lot of scents. Okay. I am going to be actually adding onto my carrier oil blend as well. So I'm not just being stagnant. Okay. I'm moving forward. I'm trying to hustle. But my blend is great. I love my blend. Everybody that I know that uses my stuff loves it. But there are a few oils that I would like to integrate into my blend, and I just need to make sure that before I release it, that it is perfect when it comes to um, the formula. You know, I don't want to just throw. A lot of people think that if you just throw oils together, you'll come up with a great beard oil because you have great beard oil carriers. All right, it's not true. I mean, it can definitely help you, but if you really want your beard to look great, you know, I feel like, you know, because I'm going to tell you right now, I've used the same oils in different ratios. And every time I've used like 3 different ratios of the same oils, you know what happens? My beard looks so much better with a certain blend. And it's just weird. It's the same oils, but it's in a different ratio. And so the whole trick and the mastery behind it all is going and doing the math and trying to figure it out. What works great? At what volumes do you have this oil, this oil, this oil? And you know what? I'm going to figure it out. Some oils that I'd love to put in there. Well, I'm not going to really go into detail right now on that, but they are some ones that I enjoy. Some that you don't find in most beard oils, not that they're really exotic or anything like that, but ones that I've discovered that have worked well in my beard over the years with different beard product companies that I've tested out and tried. I've noted stuff, you know, okay, I like this. That's what stood out on this one opposed to everything else I've used. This one, I'm telling you, is fantastic. So I wrote it down. And that's where Marula came from, by the way. I tried Marula and Hardy's Man. I tried Marula and um, 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 what's the company? I cannot believe I just had a brain fart here. A good friend of mine, he's one of my members. I can't even, Coon product. He's got a great blend. He's got, but also one of the oils that he has in there, I actually had for the beginning of my concoction and I never put it in there because I ended up not using it, but I will resurrect that and put that in a future blend. So we're talking about, I could be going from a 5 oil carrier oil blend to an 8 carrier oil blend and maybe 9. I don't know, but I do know for a fact that I have 3 different oils, carrier oils that I do want to introduce into a new blend eventually. So I do want to say this. And by the way, I did say this earlier. If you're coming in right now during the stream, once the stream's over, it ends. I'm running a 20% off all oils right now on the website. If if you put in the code FIRE20, you'll get 20% off. All right. It's just to kind of drive some sales, push some sales. But during the stream, if you buy during the stream and you put you put the Fire 20 at the checkout, you'll get 20% off every one of my oils. Okay. Butters have been moved to a tab on top called clearance, and you can find the 2 ounce butters there. Again, I have these. I will swap the labels out to gloss. I do not like these labels. I think that appearance makes a big difference in the quality that I try to put out. I try to go with the best I can. These labels, I don't like them. I thought matte would be nice because it's easier to take pictures and put them online, which I have a hard time doing that because of the gloss. But those are marked down in tiers, 25% off one, 30% off you have two. If you have 3 butters in the cart, you get it for 40% off automatically. You don't have to put a code in, nothing. But available today, my new beard butters. They are all on the website, okay? These are gonna be a different formula, as you can see. This is what it looks like. All right, this right here is going to be like a mixture, as I said, of between Artius Man and Beard Octane, somewhere in between there. All right, and I love both of those butters, and I love this butter, and this one's mine. I just made this for myself the other day. This one's for myself, so I literally, legitimately use my own butter. I do. I do try. I still try other friends' beard oils that I've gotten over the years. And I use my beard oils all the time, but I do switch off and use other friends' beard oils sometimes. But I think the best beard butter that has worked for me, and I've tried every single beard company out there, every one of them you can imagine. I tried them all, and a lot of them are great, but this works the best for me. So you can get it over there at bhtgrooming.com right now. Again, I'm pretty fast at shipping, and these are all in stock. So if you want a pre-shave oil, if you're a bald guy like myself, I've got those in every scent on the main line. If you want your beard oil, go over there and check it out. Drop the code FIRE20, get 20% off. It'll save you $4 off a beard oil. That's a lot, guys. $4 off a beard oil. So you're going to be paying somewhere like 15 bucks. A little around 15 bucks, maybe just some change, a little bit more for that. But great price for some beard oil. Let me know who's in the chat. Got 9 here, 10 likes. Guys, by the way, if you are having a good time here, make sure you hit that like button. It does help. It does help me. All right. Let's see here. It's like, I don't know, like 20%. It's 20%. Oh my gosh. It's like 30 degrees outside, 40 degrees out right now. And this last week we had like 70s, almost 80-degree weather. And then now all of a sudden it's dropping like it's hot. I don't think we're going to have after this week. I could be wrong. I could be just like the weather guy. The weather guy, if the weather guy can be wrong, I guess I could be wrong. But my thoughts on this whole deal is I don't think that we're going to have another really good week again ever until next year after what we've had this week. This week has been phenomenal as far as the temperature, and I'm kind of sad to see it go. A lot of people love the wintertime, but I hate freezing, all right? I hate it. I get cold, and so I might be having to have some surgery on my foot, both of them. So if that's the case, I'm going to be chilling in bed for a couple weeks or laying off of it for a couple weeks. So I don't know how many videos I'll be able to put out. But I do want to tell you this. I've got a couple videos coming out. They will go to the membership first before everyone else gets it. And so that's just one of those things that happens. If you're a member of the channel, you get early access to videos. And obviously it's for head shavers. I've got the MK17 full shaver review coming out, and I also have the new Touch 2 full shaver review coming out too. So that one will be after. The MK17 is about to be finished. I've been editing it, but I've been really busy trying to get things together with the new butters coming out and business stuff. When you own a business and you're the only one working it, it's a lot of work. It really is. And so when people support it, it really does make a difference. It helps small batch beard companies and grooming companies out like myself. I don't claim to be a big company, And I'm hoping one of these days it could grow into a big, huge company. But I don't want to ever sell out the quality that I have. I feel like if you sell out your company to bigger companies, they take your vision and what you stand for, and they mess it up. They put cheap fillers in and all that stuff. You're not going to find that in my products. Okay, you're going to find great quality, premium products with no silicones in it, no parabens, no sulfates, anything like that. They're all going to be just straight up raw, natural, organic stuff, unless it's like a fragrance oil, which, I mean, obviously, if you're spraying cologne on yourself, what's the difference? I mean, we do that. We use fragrances that are, sometimes, honestly, they're synthetic smelling, but obviously, I'm going to be making my own fragrances. So I will be having some alcohol and stuff inside the fragrances, and be trying to come up with a really cool design for my fragrances, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. Eventually, I'll have more clothing on my website, more um, available things, merch, things if you are really into BHT grooming that you can actually support. And with that being said, putting out the videos early and having members see it before, there is another step to the membership. Like if you really want to go into the inner courts, or whatever, the inner chamber, I don't know what you want to call it, but if you really want to get closer, you can always go to the BHT Grooming Roundtable. That is, sorry, the BHT Roundtable. And I know Frankie has talked about it, shared some stuff on. Appreciate those Devo drops, and you can go into the description of my videos like this one, and there's a link to it. But if you go on Instagram, you'll find Frankie. He's one of my roundtable members, and last week he won. I give 3 giveaways a month, and sometimes it's an oil. Like today, I've got an oil that's being shipped off to a roundtable member that won this morning. So, by the way, if you're catching this later, Brian, shout out to you for being a winner this morning. And shout out to you, Frankie J, for being a winner last week. And last week you won the blue suede ember that I shipped to you. And today, um, I wasn't going to do this, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. He's a member of mine and of the BHT Roundtable. And so these are very limited. So I normally wouldn't give these away. But since he requested this, I'm shipping this to him. So this is, again, there was only like 9 of these made. And I know it sounds crazy, but I wanted to make these very, very limited. And they are not cheap to make. This is Woody Woodpecker. I only got like a few left. All right. So if you want one, get over there, get one. I am allowing the discounts to work on that. So if you want one of these, you can put in there fire 20 and get 20% off of this one. But again, when these are gone, they're gone. Matt from No BS Beard Reviews, he's got one of these. He's going to be talking about it, reviewing it, but very limited. I only got a few left, guys. Literally, I can't tell you how like limited this is. And these, once they're gone, they're gone. Okay. And I'm telling you, these are my wife and kids. My daughter goes, man, I could smell that all night. My wife goes, man, that's so good. All my friends that I showed, they're like, oh. It's funny when somebody doesn't even know what oud is, and you're like, tell me what you think about this, and they open it up and they go, ooh, that smells really nice. It's kind of funny actually, because a lot of people have this misconception of oud. Oh, it's disgusting. There are some ouds out there that are just terribly nasty, but this oud is not. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to be jumping off here now, but I wanted to get on here and I wanted to share the new products that's on the shelf now, the new stuff available, and give you guys opportunity to check out some of my oils at a discounted rate. So make sure you subscribe to this channel for more reviews, for more live streams like this. I do live streams a lot, and I like to do spontaneous sales. Keeps things fun. I will be having a pretty big Black Friday sale coming up next week. So stay tuned to that. Again, it will be one of those tiered ones that if you put so much into the cart, like if you stack them, the discounts will get deeper. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and thank you for joining me. Have a great night, guys, and always remember, look sharp and lead strong. See you next time.